Why men cheat even when they love their partner. He sat in silence, staring at his reflection in the dark window. The city lights blinked faintly behind him, but all he could see was his own face, the guilt, the confusion, the weight of a mistake he couldn't undo. He loved her, he truly did. She wasn't the problem. She was everything he ever said he wanted, loyal, patient, beautiful in every way that mattered. But somehow, that didn't stop him from doing the one thing he promised never to do. Why do men cheat even when they love their partner? The answer isn't simple. It's buried in layers of emotion, insecurity, and human weakness. Because sometimes, cheating has nothing to do with the absence of love, and everything to do with the absence of control. There are men who cheat because of emptiness, not in their relationship, but in themselves. They feel something missing deep inside, a quiet ache they can't explain. Life becomes routine, predictable. The spark that once made them feel alive begins to fade, not because their partner has changed, but because they have. They crave something new, something that reminds them they still matter, that they are still desirable, still powerful. The affair becomes a mirror, reflecting back a version of themselves they wish they still were, confident, wanted, exciting. It's not about replacing their partner. It's about escaping themselves. For a brief moment, they feel alive again, until reality returns, and they realize the void is still there. Then there are those who cheat out of ego. These men often love their partner, but their pride loves attention more. Validation becomes their drug. Every flirtation, every lingering look, feeds a fragile part of them that's always hungry for more. They want to feel wanted, not because their partner doesn't make them feel that way, but because they've tied their self-worth to how many people desire them. It's a dangerous game. The more validation they seek, the emptier they become. What started as an innocent conversation turns into temptation, and temptation turns into betrayal. It's not passion, it's insecurity disguised as power. Some men cheat because they fear vulnerability. To love deeply is to be exposed, to hand someone the power to hurt you. And that terrifies them. So, they cheat not to find love, but to protect themselves from it. By keeping emotional distance, by creating chaos, they maintain control. If they mess things up first, they don't have to face the pain of being hurt. They tell themselves it's harmless, that it means nothing. But when they look into the eyes of the person who trusted them most, they realize how much it actually did mean. And then, there's the thrill, the forbidden energy that some men chase like adrenaline. They crave excitement, novelty, danger. Not because their partner lacks anything, but because they are addicted to that rush of something new. It's not love they seek, it's escape. Escape from monotony, from responsibility, from the quiet comfort of routine. But when the thrill fades, as it always does, what's left is guilt, regret, and a shattered trust that may never heal. Here's the painful truth: many men who cheat still love their partners. But love alone isn't enough to stop them. Because love is a feeling, loyalty is a choice. Staying faithful requires maturity, discipline, and self-awareness. It means facing your fears, your insecurities, and your weaknesses instead of running from them. A man who truly understands love knows that the real test isn't in how much he feels, but in how much he respects. Love asks for honesty, not perfection. It demands growth, not just comfort. When a man cheats, it's rarely because he stopped loving his partner. It's because he stopped loving himself the right way. He started seeking validation in all the wrong places instead of healing the parts of him that feel broken. So why do men cheat, even when they love? Because they confuse desire with fulfillment. Because they chase freedom instead of facing their fears. Because they seek validation instead of peace. But the truth remains, cheating never fills the void, it only deepens it. A man who truly loves will learn that love isn't about the thrill of newness, but the beauty of staying when it's easier to leave. It's about choosing one person, again and again, even when life gets dull, messy, or hard. And when he learns that, when he finally faces his own reflection and decides to grow, that's when love becomes real. Because love doesn't demand perfection. It demands commitment. And commitment is the truest form of love there is. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.